RWBY Chibi Season 2, Episode 12, Evil Genius. Took me a minute to finally see this episode. I've been sick. So once it came out over the weekend, I couldn't do it. And then I knew I couldn't do the review because I couldn't really talk. So I got my water here for when I start like coughing and everything because my throat clears up like super fast. So finally got the chance to sit down. I knew I could actually talk and do the review now. So sat down and actually watched the episode. Really enjoyed it. I feel like this time they actually did sort of an equal length for all the different skits. I think the first one was actually the shortest one out of the three, but I liked all of them. I really enjoyed all three of them. It was cool that we got to see Dr. Ozpin, or Professor Ozpin, I don't know why I called him Doctor, Professor Ozpin come in, and he has the kids going on these somehow dangerous journeys. That was the funniest thing about it, is like, he talks about, I kind of feel bad for sending kids on these dangerous journeys, and then it's like, well, why are they so dangerous if they were like looking for his keys and looking for his phone and stuff like that? I was like, why, why is that happening? Why is Ren like bouncing into the screen, and why was RWBY like on fire? Why was her cape on fire? If they're looking for like his house keys and his phone, like what is, where is his stuff at? So it's really funny, and Jean comes in at the end and he finds the I forgot what it was, like the glasses of foresight or something, but of course he just finds his glasses, and it was pretty awesome. Like I just love the way they did that, and he's sending them on these missions to find artifacts because like he lost his keys or something random. So I really love the way that they did that. And then of course the joke they make about him being in like a costume and stuff, that is a bit revealing, I would assume. Ren almost threw up just seeing the pictures. So it was pretty interesting. I definitely enjoyed that for sure. I thought that was a pretty funny opening to it. And then of course RWBY actually did end up copying the picture. So I thought that was pretty awesome. The second skit I definitely loved, with everyone kind of like fixing up their weapons and doing like, weapon tune-up day. And we get to see Penny, which is pretty cool. I loved her shot because she just looked really mad, because she was doing like laser beams on her blades, and she just looked like really intense. So I just really like that for some reason. That's why I used it for my thumbnail, because I was like, for some reason I just like that. It's just, she looks almost evil because she's just like that really intense focus on her weapon. But I like that. It was cool. Everyone's just doing their thing, and it fits to their characters. And like, RWBY's kind of doing it normal. She's just, doing a little tune-up. Of course, we go to Yang, and she's doing like, blowtorch. And then we go to Weiss, and she's doing like precision stuff like a doctor. I was curious what they were going to do, because I thought, of course, Blake was going to come up next. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I can't tell. I guess the joke there could have been like, you don't even see her working on it or something, random like that. But we don't end up seeing Blake, and they go to Penny, and then of course they go to Jean, and he's using, a little squeaky inflated. It wasn't even a rubber mallet; it was an inflatable mallet, and he's just hitting the hammer. And I just don't know. Like, sometimes they make him do stuff that's so stupid. It's just like, I don't even know where that comes from. Like, it's just so dumb. But I really enjoyed all of that. And then, of course, we have our final skit, which actually focuses on our villains, of course, Roman and Neo. And Roman has all these inventions, all these different weapons, and they continuously go wrong. First weapon blows up. The second weapon he's supposed to put on the enemies, but he keeps it on himself, and it scrambles his brain. I love the third one, though, with the gauntlet. And then they make the joke of like, if Wi-Fi is going to take, drain the batteries that fast, then what's the point? So I thought that was actually a pretty funny joke. So I really enjoyed that. And then them leaving the Froyo place, of course, RWBY comes along, and that's when she ultimately gets defeated. And I love the fact that they had to say, "Whoa, mama," because I just wasn't expecting that line. So that was pretty funny. And, she just slips in the air and falls on her back. So I really enjoyed that. That was pretty funny. Simple, 3 simple skits. Nothing really like blew me away for this episode, where it's like I was laughing out loud or anything, but I still enjoyed all 3 for sure. I thought they were all really good. Like I said, different balance compared to normal, where the middle skit is like the smallest one. Like I said, I think it was the first one was the smallest. I actually think they just got longer and longer, because I think the third one actually was the longest one for this episode. But definitely good. We got to see a couple of characters. We get 2 of the professors. We get to see Penny show up again. Sadly, no dialogue. None of the characters really had dialogue except for Jean. During the ending portion, the other characters had like grunts. I think like RWBY or Yang had like little grunts or something, like little stuff like that. But Jean was really the only person that actually had some dialogue outside of Porter. So that was pretty much it. But it was definitely an enjoyable episode, of course. Would love to know what you guys thought about it, so please comment below. Let me know your favorite parts about it, your least favorite parts about it. And with us, getting some more content with characters that we don't see nearly as often, I would love to know what characters you guys would like to see. That always comes up every once in a while because it's been a minute since we've had like new characters show up. Odds are we probably won't have any new characters actually make an appearance. I would still love to see that, but either way, we'd love to know which characters you guys would like to see more of, whether they've been shown off or whether it's a new character or anything. Because I feel like for this season, I would love to see Pyrrha some more. I feel like we haven't really seen her nearly enough for this season specifically. I feel like she just hasn't really shown up that much. And if she does, she might not have dialogue or anything like that. So I was like, I would love to see Pyrrha show up a bit more. I would still love to see Penny show up because we've only seen her twice. 3 times if you count like the trailer that she was in before they actually did the episode, and they had a trailer like, hey, here's, Chibi Penny. So I would love to see more of Penny. I would love to see more of Pyrrha because I feel like she's been a bit absent. Of course, I would love to see some new characters, but I'm just going to stick with characters we've had that we just haven't seen a lot of. I wouldn't mind seeing more of Ozpin. It was cool to see him this episode. Would love to see some more of him. Definitely Crow, because we haven't seen him a lot. We've seen him twice. I would love to see Crow. And I wouldn't hate seeing Taiyang. I feel like they would just do the same thing with him with, like, the cheesy dad jokes. So I'd be a bit more interested to see Crow, because I feel like the thing is, it's kind of been the same thing with Taiyang, where it's like, he just comes in and it's nerdy dad jokes. So I prefer to see Crow over Taiyang, but we'd like to see both of them for sure. But we'd definitely love to know which characters you guys would like to see, whether they've been introduced and you just feel like they need to be shown a bit more this season, or if they haven't been shown at all, if you just want some extra characters. There are a million other characters, but I mention them all the time, so it's like I won't even bother mentioning the characters that haven't been shown yet. Just the characters I'd like to see more that we've had some glimpses of, but just not enough to me. So we'd love to know which characters you guys would like to see, whether like I said, there are new characters that haven't been introduced in Chibi form yet, or old characters you just want to have more screen time. And of course, want to know what you guys thought about this episode in general. So please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.